Hello, Mr. 006. We're back for part 2 of Domu. Not I want to be the Domu, just Domu. Last time, obviously, introduction to the game, we got through the main, or the initial hub area, and we cleared one of these 3 branching paths, the one over to the left-hand side, so we got taken to a fog area, and also a life area. So the fog gimmick kind of obstructed our vision, and the life area had the sort of gimmick with the patches of grass that release bubbles that we can actually ride up. And then we also beat out one of the bosses, which also utilises the ride on the bubbles gimmick. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. Got through all that in under half an hour. In fact, my game time is just this second clipped over to half an hour. So yeah, decent progress. And yeah, okay, let's go take on the second path, and I'm gonna head down into hell. And oh boy, this first screen of this area is a hell of a thing, pun very much intended. And that was terrible. Our main gimmick here is the or in this area is the jets. So which I was not necessarily a huge fan of what the hell was the name of it? I've forgotten the name of it. That's terrible. Overlord. Dear me. Yeah. It's only like one of my favourite I Want to Be games of all time. Yeah. No, just forget the name of it. Just forget I Want to Be the Overlord's name. Deary me. But yeah, they tend to make everything really awkward. And yeah, I say it wasn't. I guess it wasn't necessarily the gimmick per se in Overlord in the main stage. It was more its utilisation in the boss, the Nat God boss. That made that boss just really, really difficult, at least for me. So yeah, the thing about this one is that however, I would say that yeah, it definitely yeah, it's going to be coming into play in the stage. That's going to be the problem. And as I say, my technique for this sort of opening bit is to pretty much rush right from the start. I'm now dead, I think. Well, I could have maybe saved that, but I keep for some reason, hitting one of those spikes very consistently. But yeah, if I run at the beginning, I sort of get past this fireball now quickly, and then get through the gate jump. I'll find that I tend to jump over that other fireball, and that's pretty much going to be the key to that. So rush. And then hit that, because yeah, the eyeball there, as soon as you get close to it, it starts chasing you, and yeah, you need to hurry out of the way. So yeah, there's another eyeball down there. I don't think I've done that. No, that wasn't bad for a first attempt at that one, but yeah, oh well. Yeah, so basically the main gimmick here, obviously, don't jump in the lava, is yeah these sky or jet sort of areas. Wow, that was close. The fans, that's what I'm after. Yeah, fans will project the kid upwards, and we're going to have to sign and make our way through there. But yeah, we've got a lot of the those eyeballs, which are going to make things really, really difficult. And this screen is a right royal pain. And yeah, the only way I found to sort of do this is to rush pretty much from the beginning. And then the timing of the fireballs, and then the it's how I do it, at least anyway. Let's put it this way: the timing of the fireballs and the eyeballs that chase you just sort of seems to kind of work out. I didn't jump quite far enough over to the left-hand side, sorry, to the right there, but that's roughly what I'm trying to do. So obviously jump to the middle here. Wow, messed that up. And again, another one of those long jumps. I mean, with a low ceiling. I'm not going to complain about that one though. That's not the sort of style of the jumps I was talking about when I said I did like them in part 1. Because yeah, this is not really that style of jump. Although it seems to be causing me any manner of problems at the moment. But yeah, anyway, over here, and I think I went way too quickly there, and I messed up by rubbing up against that wall there and just eating up all my time, so that's no good. So yeah, that's the key manoeuvre there. When I get up to the top there, I want to jump away to the left. Okay, so I need to wait there and then go. Yep, that was good. Then just pull off a few cliff jumps, and we're good. Fine. Okay, that didn't take that long. But yeah, I actually probably find the first screen trickier than that bit, actually, funny enough. So yeah. Now this bit is it's not long, which is good, because it sort of always makes me nervous. But yeah, half disorientating, these fans, where you never quite know, or I find what height they're going to be, what height the kid's going to be at. So, yeah, and I'm pleased to have that out of the way nice and early. This tends to sort of be, I don't want to say trial and error, but yeah, just probably try a few things, get a feel for the height at which you want the kid to be, and yeah, you'll probably eventually get through, but easier said than done. And as you can tell here at the moment, I'm not really fully up to speed on what height I need to be to dodge all these fireballs at the moment, and yeah, having a hell of a time. And that one there keeps getting me all the time, so I need to rethink my strategy to the point where I yeah, get a little bit higher or further away. That looked pretty good. I just need to take a little bit of extra time, not quite so high at the beginning, a little bit of extra time there at the end. Obviously not while I'm hanging around in the fan. So just to avoid the last volley of fireballs. But yeah, this is just I don't want to say tedious, but yeah, it's very sort of trial and error-y, but eventually, eventually you'll get it. But it'll probably just take a little bit of time, but it's not so bad. And we're actually on the final screen of the hell section, which makes me happy, because I wouldn't say this isn't like like a big negative on the game or such like that, but I'd say it's probably not my favourite area. I just tend to find, yeah, the fan gimmick is what kind of throws me. It's a lot more awkward here, I find, here than it is in Overlord. And I would like to sort of take my time over things, but unfortunately these damn eyeball things, which chase you and home in on you, obviously, and of course if they touch you, you'll die, just make everything more frantic. You don't have time to assess the situation, to come up with a strategy. Yeah, everything's just frantic, and particularly when I'm like having to dodge giant fireballs, and also pay attention to fans, then and work out how what height I'm going to get from all of them. Then yeah, I would like to be able to sort of take my time a bit more and not have to rush. So yeah, but anyway, cleared that section in pretty much no time at all. So yay! And on to our new section, creep. And this was one I actually really do like. And you can see here, it wasn't quite so much evident in the life section, but yeah, look how slow the kid falls off of these wall jumps. These wall jumps are really nice in the sense that obviously you have to pay attention to that as well, and I think that probably forms part of the gimmick in the fact that obviously do kind of fall down those wall jumps very slow. But yeah, I like that, and be very careful here, and hopefully not mess up the last bit. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, the wall jumps I like in this game, and I particularly like them here. The added slowness adds is a nice kind of touch. And this screen, this one took me a while to realise what I was doing. Of course, once I know what I'm doing, everything becomes really straightforward. But yeah, cool. Well, since that went by so quickly, I will maybe reset that and we'll show off what not to do. So the key to this, well, let me just demonstrate. I will jump and double jump, and then I get screwed. So yeah, the key to this is you cannot double jump. That also applies if you dip jump, i.e. walk off a ledge and then jump. In this section, you must single jump. Obviously, you can fall directly without jumping. That's absolutely fine. Oh, wow, of course now. Oh, wow, yeah, of course I'm now going to get stuck on this screen for the best part of however long. But, yeah, the trick here, just always make sure you're jumping, never double jumping, and never dip jumping. Because, yeah, otherwise the spider will go crazy and, yeah, you will die. So, same thing here again. I'll jump, double jump, and then I'm stuffed. Or probably stuffed. I don't know if it's actually possible to outlast the barrage there. But, no, I need to go around and kill the thing. That's what I'm not doing. Of course, yeah, I don't know if it's actually possible to outlast the barrage there. There is actually one screen where I'm actually content to double jump to release that barrage there, because then it gets to the point where I'm far enough away where it actually doesn't pose a problem. And now, having killed the spider, I am free to double jump as much as I want, which of course which I'm going to need to do because I couldn't get up to this block first, so I had to go round the houses there, drop down that area to the right-hand side to shoot the spider in order to be able to make my way up there. But yeah, there is definitely one screen where I'm actually happy to double jump, and we'll see that hopefully in not too long. This screen there is no spider, so that's too low. So yeah, your double jumping is yeah, you're free to double jump as much as you want in this screen. There's no spider anywhere, so yeah, don't worry about that. I mean, you're absolutely going to have to anyway. So cool, good. Next save, right. Get past the spiders. Stop here. And then we're going to have to weave because oh, the spiders there are now well out of sync. That's not very helpful. That's very not helpful at all, actually. Yeah, we're going to have to weave all that in one go because, yeah, a nice little troll there because, of course, the spider's back. Unless you can do it all in one go. If you can clear all the top screen all in one go, then the spider web and the spider over on the right-hand side would not be there and you could double jump to your heart's content. But, yeah, of course, if you die and you don't all clear it all in one go, then the spider over there is back and then you are in trouble. Oh, by the way... alright, I'll show it off. Don't say I never show you anything. Yeah, there's a spike there, so you can't go on that platform. So yeah, you just have to go to the left, and then so yeah, which would have made the jump up there a little bit easier, with it not being a cliff jump. But yeah, it's not too bad. But oh well. And by the way, you can. So yeah, we can't make that jump unfortunately, so we're gonna have to make that jump and then jump up to there. And now we can get over here. And yeah, by the way, the spider will kill you, but the string it's on won't. So yeah, that's you can jump through the string. Just yeah, be wary of that, and you'll be absolutely fine. So here I'm going to double jump because I am far enough away from all that rubbish that I can get to the next save without needing to worry about that. And next screen, right. So have I not done that wrong? I have done that wrong. Well, not wrong per se, but my timing was absolutely woeful. That's also wrong. Let me think about how I'm going to do this. I need to do that completely differently. Right, basically the idea here is that these platforms drop as soon as you touch them. Damn it! Dang it. Let's go quicker. Yeah, okay, fine. So the platforms drop when you jump on them. And yeah, we're going to need to get up to the top right, but of course we can't get up there without a double jump. So we're going to have to go all the way over to the left-hand side to take out the spider, first of all. And what I really don't like is how narrow that gap is that you have to shoot through. It's very disorientating to... That was terrible. And as you can see there, you can see what happens when I sort of clip through a platform and have to... Whoa! Yeah, and have to use my double jump. Well, I didn't have to use my double jump, but if I didn't, I would have... died. And yeah, look at that gap. It's not the worst thing in the world. It could be narrower. Let's put it that way. But yeah, oh, I double jumped there instead of landing on it. Okay, fine. I do not like having to shoot or find the gap there. It's incredibly annoying. And make that, yeah. And of course, you're going to have to be very careful with with which platforms you plan out which platforms you want to leave. Obviously, because you're going to have to make your way back. All the platforms drop. There are one use only. As soon as you step on them, they go away. So yeah, you have to plan how you want to get there so that you can actually leave a suitable path to get back. That's what I messed up a few times at the beginning by taking out too many platforms. But yeah, that was fine. That was cool. Hopefully, I don't mess up this bit. I really shouldn't, although I could mess up the jump right at the end. Yes, the spike over there looks intimidating, but yeah, as long as you leg it, you're fine. And once you double jump up there, you are fine as well. I presume this is... I'm going to say never ending, but yeah, while it's on the same screen, it's a bit of a problem. But yeah, obviously hit the save quickly if you double jump up there, and yeah, we'll all be fine. I like this. I like this screen. I like the screen a lot. I actually didn't fully appreciate before that you could actually shoot the spider, but again, another screen there. I could actually do one where I'd run where I did shoot the spider. But yeah, that was my prime example ultimately of a screen where I don't mind using my double jump. And when I get to my next screen, now I have no problem with double jumping or anything like that. So yeah, pretty much got. Oh bother, that's not the right way to go. Or is that the right way to go? No, I don't know. I think I want to go down there and then up to there. Eek. And then up there. Hurry up! Hurry up! Bother! Cliff jumps in close proximity to those protruding spikes. Yeah, not good. I think I'm, a bit too soon there, unfortunately, because the spider came back. But if I could actually... okay. Not quite sure on the timing on this bit now. Okay, that looks better. But there you are. You can obviously just shoot the spider as well, but you actually don't need to. You can as I demonstrated previous go, you can clearly actually just use your double jump. Good, done it this time. You can use your double jump to get over to the right hand side, get onto this screen, and then the barrage is nowhere near as intricate, and it runs out as well. So you can actually just make it without needing to shoot the spider. But oh well, either way, it's fine. And that's the end of the creep area, which brings us to the freeze area. I can't say I'm a huge fan of the ice physics in this area, or indeed the game. And it's a fun enough area, but man, the ice physics take some getting used to. And even for someone who's already played the game, they're a bit, I don't want to say wonky, but the way the momentum works with them is very, very awkward. You sort of keep it even if you actually I'll pause it for a minute. Let me just try and get over this first set of 3 here for the moment. I can at least get to a point where I can point it out a bit nicer. But yeah, when I was sort of below where I am here, you may have noticed I jumped up to the ledge. And I wasn't holding right, but it was almost like the physics were continuing, even though I've jumped up, and I was still sort of moving to the right. So, the physics on these... the physics on the ice are something to behold, let me just say that. They are very difficult to get used to. As a first-time player, they are pretty hellish to get used to. As I say, I'm having a hell of a time here, and I've played the game, or indeed beaten the game. So and I'm sort of somewhat more familiar with them. So I can only imagine, again, someone new coming to these, now with a different perspective on how these would work. But wow. Let's hope I can pull this off fairly quickly, because that, as you perhaps appreciate, that first screen, good. Well, that's the top bit of that first screen where I got the 3 spikes to jump over was getting to a bit of a thing. Careful. Good. Okay. This should be fine as long as you take your time and don't panic. And for this one, so just as a demonstration, by the way, you can't shoot these things to stop them from, or to actually kill them to make your path easier. So yeah, don't bother with that. That was awfully timed. I don't even know what on earth happened there. Right, let's do a bit better this time, shall we? And here we go. That jump there, what I mentioned about the low ceiling jumps and the long gaps the long gaps to have to get over are a pain in the neck. Throw in ice physics as well, so it's an even longer jump. I mean, obviously it's possible thanks to the ice physics, and that one wasn't so bad to the point of view where it took obviously ages. I think I was maybe 2nd or 3rd, or very worst 4th go anyway. But oh boy. Those long jumps those long jumps with low ceilings, just not a fan at all. That bit's fairly straightforward. And I think we haven't got too much more of this area. Ding it. I think beware the falling snowflakes at some point in time. Yeah, there can be a bit... Wow. As I said, momentum. The momentum is all over the place with this gimmick. It is, it's very, very hard to get used to. But, wow, that was awful. The snowflakes that are falling actually are deadly. If one comes down, yeah, fine, I'll demonstrate. There we are. I hadn't exactly got very far, so I didn't mind demonstrating that. I was not going to demonstrate that, by the way, if I'd got all the way, still much closer to the end of the screen, but I figured, oh well, I'll show that off since it's still fairly at the beginning of the screen. Okay, should be fine now. Oh, look at the momentum I'm keeping there, by the way. And the cliff jump, and look at those snowflakes! There was one coming down right in the corner that I had to get out of the way of, but there was also a snowflake that was coming down just to the right of it, about the perfect opportunity to screw me over. And the combination of me having kept the previous ice physics I had, and the ice physics of trying to get away from the bloody snowflake completely screwed me over there. I cannot believe that. And again, there, I don't know if it was. It's very difficult to obviously tell when you're just sort of having to rely on my word for it there. But I am being sort of pulled. Yeah, on the edge of that screen, I'm being pulled to the right when I'm trying to make that jump. Oh, sorry, pulled to the left actually. Sorry, when I'm trying to make that jump up. Snowflake, like here. I'm trying to make the jump up to there, but oh, it's done now anyway. But oh my goodness me, that's those snowflake patterns at the end there. Awful, completely screwed me over, and that's way too rubbish. Yeah. So now this is kind of a throwback. Anyone who wow, I don't think that's very good either. No, let's just forget that one. Yeah, anyone familiar with the Ninja Gaiden section from I Want to Be the Bossy should remember this sort of gimmick where we have to make huge leaps of faith. With a sort of continual running gimmick, and it's the final jump here that's I'd say the pain in the neck, or maybe not the final jump, but the one just before the final jump. Having got up to that ledge, I am absolutely gutted that I ran into the bloody crystal there, or whatever it was. Yeah, crystal at the end there. That was absolutely awful. The thing about the second, what the hell? The thing about the second to last jump is you're sort of, it's like this on this screen. You haven't got much time to react. Wow, to jumping over like the snowmen here and the crystal on this screen and landing on the edge of that block. So exactly what happened there. I landed like too close to the edge of the next ledge, and I lost my double jump and just obviously just completely fell. So yeah, it's incredibly easy to just. Yeah, get to the edge of the next ledge so that you then lose the double jump. What I'm trying to do here is just quell my sort of movement at the end there. But oh well, it went by fine, and I'm happy with that. Okay, fine, nice. There are actually a lot of areas in a lot of different kind of gimmicks and areas to this path. So yeah, we're not. I think we're making fairly decent progress, but yeah, I think this is already the fourth one. These bloody long jumps with low ceilings. I think we've gone through. It's three now, isn't it? So hell, creep, and the ice area. So now we're in this fun area, which is can be a bit finicky. But oh, why? But you've probably already twigged that. Yeah, you shoot the spikes. They flip round, and so you can use them as platforms. But the little circle above it is a timer, so you've got until that timer runs out before the spike flips back, obviously up, and then it will become a spike. So which obviously at that point in time you can't stand on it again. So what? I don't know quite what happened there. Yeah, the other thing that's slightly finicky about them is proximity to them when you shoot. So the other thing as well is you need to be away from them when you activate them. Otherwise, yeah, jumped way too high there. Unfortunately, I remember that trap. But you need to jump. You need to jump sort of high enough to actually activate them. But if you're too close to them, they actually won't register, which is terrible on my part as well. You can also see that they, the direction they rotate. So let me just show that off again. So they're rotating clockwise. So yeah, you want to make sure that you are not, ideally at least anyway, to the right of them, close to them, or they will. Yeah, the spike, when they rotate, the spike will pretty much just ram straight into your face. So yeah. Along this one here with those spikes that jut out, obviously you can't jump up immediately, so you need to play silly buggers on that top platform. But once you're on the top platform, I wouldn't say it's so bad. Why did I move to the left? I must admit I hadn't completely remembered the layout of the previous screen, so frankly it could have been anywhere there. The problem, but this section isn't that bad, so hopefully it's not going to take me that long to get back to it. But if I just stayed to the right and not done anything, I'd have been absolutely fine there. cool. Right, moving on. And this is a awkward kind of one. So, what I want to do is shoot the higher one first, then shoot the lower one on my way down, and then use the platforms to get over to the right hand side one. By which time the upper one will have rotated back to a spike. So shoot it back to make it a platform, and then go. So that was all kind of convoluted, but hopefully that perfectly illustrated that. And then we'll shoot this, and then we'll hug left. And based on, again, the direction it rotates, if you hug left there, or stand on the left-hand side, when it rotates, you'll be absolutely fine. If you're on the right-hand side there, when the spike rotated backwards, you'd have been killed. So, yeah, stand on the left-hand side of that block, the platform, and then when it rotates, you'll fall down, and, the spike won't get you. I think we're probably all familiar with this type gimmick. So, yeah, you jump, and the blocks change colour. So it works. It's very. There's. I suppose kill the guy is probably one where it has this kind of thing as well. So yeah, it's only jump. So a double jump doesn't, and also a dip jump again doesn't. So it's only when you single jump. But yeah, you have to pay attention to the different patterns for the blocks and work out a path through. This screen took me this first bit took me a hell of a time to figure out at first. Very, very sneaky. So let me just demonstrate something first off the bat, I suppose. So you fall down here, and then that spike starts chasing you. But then, of course, you've got a bit of a pickle there, because the platform. Let me just see if I can do that at least maybe once more. The platform there rotates round, and it's a hell of a thing to get in between, the spike, the rotating spike, and the platform. I don't want to say it's impossible to do, but yeah, so it's incredibly difficult. I suppose I can at least actually let's set it up that way so the block's not going to be in my way. But I'm not going to say it's impossible to pull off, but yeah, what you actually want to do, I suppose I can demonstrate this first off, then I can reset it again, is shoot from over here. And of course you can jump to reset these blocks. So for instance, if I shoot now, the block's in the way. If I just jumped once and just shot here, then that block gets in the way. And of course, if I was clever, just jumped just jumped once, then of course the far block gets in my way. So yeah, that's the key to this one. You need to shoot right off the bat, and that way you won't have to muck around with getting the spike rotating right in your face, and you'll be able to proceed. So let's try and do that. I'm going to pull that off. And I'd messed up the jump there. Fantastic. That was wonderful. Got through that little area, which is not the easiest, and I messed up that jump this time. Fantastic. I'm doing the harder bit there, and then messing up on the easier bit. But yeah, anyway, that's how you do that. But that took me ages to figure out right at the start. So yeah, nice little puzzle. That I enjoy that quite a bit. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go right off the bat, and then hopefully, if I don't make a mess of things, actually I'm going to save on the very right hand side of this here, so I get a little bit of extra distance, so that I can get to the right just that little bit quicker, because then I should, be able to pull that off if I'm quicker. Yes, which I wouldn't have been able to do if I were on the left hand side of that platform. So yeah, this is how I like to do it. There are loads of ways you could do this. You could do this by jumping, but I find that actually I might as well just stick to the block pattern that's currently there. Use the fact that the blocks are not going to change when I sort of land, when I dip off. Damn it! When I dip off the blocks, so I can just keep the blocks that are on the screen at the moment in my mind, so that I'm not having to think too much about what's going on. So yeah, this is how I like to do this. Of course, it would help if I could not keep messing up the final bit. The final bit is probably one of the more difficult ones to judge, simply because, again, that one there I can rush. That one there I've got more gap to fall in, so that one's fine. Yeah, if I rush right from the start and then that one should work out automatically. Yeah, it's that one that's the problem. But oh well. Now, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. And again, another one of those screw the player over moments. Yeah, just again, really not needed. I mean, that block bit's not so bad, and I do like my strategy there. But I feel like if I was just jumping and the blocks were switching between what are they, pink and yellow, or yellow and purple, or possibly blue. But I'm gonna. whatever colours they are. They might even be green. I don't know. But when the pattern is flicking back and forward, it's always you've got to keep in mind where you're going, and it's very easy to get disorientated. The way I do that, I keep the block pattern exactly the same each time, so I don't have to worry about the blocks changing. And I just find that helps me navigate through that a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to jump off there. And remember, of course, that the first block there is going to go away, so I need to go further than I otherwise would do. So I'll dip that, I'll jump that, and then first one's going to go away. I'll dip that as well. So I can shoot that. Okay, so let me think. So I'm going to want to jump, and I'm going to jump again. Now I think this is all reasonably straightforward. Yeah, okay. I'm going to dip off that. Then I'm going to jump, and then I'm going to jump, and that one's going to go out of the way. Cool, nice. And that brings us to this screen, which I messed up on right off the bat. This screen is, I'm going to say, a right royal pain. At least the top half. So the bottom half. Sorry, I went a bit quiet there because I was trying to work out which spikes I wanted to hit and whatnot. But yeah, the bottom bit, just muck around on the rotating platform. Oh, good God, that was awful. Sorry, muck around on the platform that's moving from side to side. Obviously, it's going to run out of juice well before you get to the point where you can hit the next spike, rotating spike platform. So yeah, you're going to have to jump off of it and then back onto it, and then. Don't be so close on the right-hand side when you're doing the next bit. Otherwise, as I've already said, the platform and spike will rotate and you'll be stuck. So leave a bit more distance. Good grief. Right. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I missed the platform. That was missed the platform. That was interesting. I do find that it can be a little finicky again. As I said, if you're too close to it, it won't register. I shouldn't be too close here. In fact, I might just safeguard myself a bit more. That was terrible, and I jumped while the block was there, and I ended up inside the block. What I want to do there is actually, and I jumped way too early there. What I want to do is shoot that the spike platform a bit later, because I want to be able to give myself a bit more time, so that I'm still on the platform. Yeah, when I'm past the yellow blocks, so of course when I jump, I'm not going to get stuck in them. So yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do there. So yeah, anyway, this bit here is oh, actually, that's completely wrong. This bit here is a pain. It took me again ages to work out the timing for this. Basically, you're going to have to again keep jumping up and down to get past the blocks here. You're going to have to keep falling off the spike platform so that you can actually. That's not good at all. I don't know what I was even thinking of trying there. So that you can rotate the platform again, and yeah, it's just an enormous pain because you get stuck in the blocks. You do not have a lot of time to work with. You can hitting this spike platform can be tricky because you're going to have to be in fairly close proximity to it. And this timing here in particular, if you lose your double jump as well, then you've got no chance whatsoever of being able to, land back on the platform. So and again, and look what happened there again. I jump and I get stuck in the platform. So yeah, it's a pain. And I think what I want to do there actually, once I'm through there, is dip, jump off, and then make my way to the blocks that are sort of furthest over to the right there, I think. But yeah, easier said than done. This is again all very disorientating, and yeah, the close proximity of the spike platform just makes this very, very annoying. Because oftentimes I think I've hit the platform, I haven't. I'm too close to it for it to register. The spikes on the ceiling there are very close as well, so you can't do big jumps like that, or you can't even do like medium-sized jumps. They've all got to be like small jumps or just tap the button jumps, and it's so easy to just get on the bloody and that. So yeah, what I need to do there is I need to, because the yellow block or whatever colour it is was in my way there, I need to How did I survive that? I shouldn't have survived that because I lost my double jump and something weird happened there. So I shouldn't have been able to land back on the platform. But okay, yeah, I want to shoot that. That was bad. That was not what I wanted to do. I did want to shoot the platform, but then I messed around with the second guessing the which block I needed to, when I needed to jump, and which blocks I needed to have solid. I made a mess of it. Yeah, I just want to jump onto that and then jump through there instead of dip jumping. Yeah, that set it up the way I wanted it to. Good grief. Yeah, that wasn't so bad, but yeah, it was probably in a sense it was a little bit bad there. But yeah, just that top bit there. In fact, that whole screen is just is one I find quite tricky. So my mind doesn't deal well with the having to appreciate which blocks are gonna be solid and which ones are not. And I should be shooting this thing from the left-hand side. I have no idea why. Wow, I have no idea why I'm missing altogether. But yeah, I have no idea why I was jumping off to the right-hand side because again, the direction in which the platform flips. I want to be on the right-hand side. Also need to be a bit careful there. So I think actually I've stuffed that up. I don't actually think I can do that anymore. Yeah, that was beautiful at the end there because I had no way of getting a double jump without the block. Oh yeah, I couldn't get a double jump. There. That would have been it if I'd made the jump to the block. That was awful. Yeah, no, that previous go, why am I saving in the air? The previous go, I had the block there was not solid, and I had absolutely no way of bleeding cherries of making it solid in order to be able to get up to the platform that I needed. Wow, lost my double jump. I wasn't quick enough jumping off the platform. I'm going to wait a bit because these cherries are just in the absolute worst, seemingly worst possible positions at the moment. And I'm going to miss the spike or the platform or whatever it is. Good grief. Yeah, I could. Oh my goodness me! I couldn't get up to the thing with the block. It was just, however I jumped, I couldn't get back up there. Oh my god! These cherries are in the seemingly worst possible positions at the moment. There. Good, fine, and we're out. Okay, I think we are coming to the boss. So this is actually probably going to be quite a long video, but yeah, I was going to try and keep it to one path, but yeah, this is the bottom one. This bottom path is very long, a lot longer than the other ones. Not quite sure why. Yeah, this one is so much longer. But anyway, we're into the Infestation area, and the gimmick here, which I've made a little bit of a mess of, admittedly. The gimmick here is these. Oh, good grief, that was too early. What, all that set up to make a colossal mess like that. Fantastic. The gimmick here is these sort of flower platforms. When you step on them, they make the same coloured one, the other one, raise. So, yeah, you're going to have to sort of play around making higher ledges in particular in order to get through these areas. So, yeah, it's a reasonably fun gimmick. I don't mind it at all. It does get kind of convoluted. And as you can see, as you already saw, me being too early, if the eyeball catches you, then yeah, it will shoot at you. So yeah, just stay out of the range, or make sure the eyeballs don't face you. Number one rule. So yeah, you're going to have to be very. Wow. And I've also now reset this cherry pattern to something that's probably not going to be very kind. Yeah, we're going to have to set a lot of these platforms to almost to being very low here. Because, well, keep an eye on, as much as you want to probably watch what I'm doing on the right-hand side, keep an eye on the left-hand side of the screen in terms of where these other platforms are going. So, yeah, we're going to need them to be quite high up on the left-hand side so we can actually, get the requisite height in order to get out of the screen. And, of course, that means we're going to need the platforms on the right-hand side, or indeed the ones that control... Yeah, particularly the ones, the two ones furthest over to the right are going to need to be quite low. That one actually probably doesn't need to be that low, but this one probably does, so I think that should be fine. So now this one, as low as I dare to get it, so that I can make it back up to there. Because what I need to, of course, is make sure I'm not so low that I can't get back up. That was annoying beyond belief. I've done all the hard work there, all the setup, got all the platforms in pretty much the perfect position, only to mess up on, admittedly, what is not the most straightforward jump right at the end of this screen. I could really do with that set of spikes not being like that, because it's not the easiest jump to make. But oh, good grief! But yeah, that was bad. So was that. I was not paying attention whatsoever there. I'm hoping this is the last area. I think it is. I think we're approaching a boss at the end of this area. I think. If not, I think I probably will cut it, leave it there, because it's going on forever. Oh my goodness me! How can I keep missing that jump? What? I don't know if I'm like not high, if I'm not, like haven't been high enough twice. I mean, that's just stupid. I feel like I'm holding right, so there's no way in the world it could have not been. It could have been because because I'm not going right far enough. But good grief, it's a simple jump. There's no reason to mess it up, none at all. I am going to go on record though and say that I'm not a fan of this screen just generally, because it's the final bit there is very annoying, and just everything is kind of awkward and has me on edge. And what happened there was the platforms are a bit finicky like that. Where if you sort of land on a platform, you sort of need to sort of stop moving from side to side in order for you to actually get the jump off. You sort of seem to get stuck on the platforms, or at least that's what I find. So yeah, you need to move quickly. Bother, I don't think that one was really high enough there for my liking. So yeah, that was not good. I mean, I think I still could have made it, but I'd actually want that one a bit higher, which means I actually need to put this one here lower. But I say, easier said than done. There are obviously spikes in between. Quite low down as well. So you need to be very careful there. Yes, cool. Right. So that brings us to an avoidance, which might be quite difficult to see at some point a bit later. But yeah, basically. It's not so bad until the very end. Let's just put it that way. And have I screwed myself over here? Surely not. No, I can get up there. That was absolutely appalling on my part. I don't know what I was messing around with there. Basically, what I need to do here, or what I certainly want to do here, is I'm going to have to get at least one platform very high up on the left-hand side. I'm going to make it the left-hand side. It doesn't really make much difference. It can be on the right-hand side as either, or instead. But essentially, this thing's dickish last move means I'm going to need to be very high up. So yeah, I need to spend a bit of time mucking around on the platforms on the right hand side, or again, you obviously can reverse the side, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, mucking around on the right hand side, getting the platforms quite low, so that I can then, that I've got a lot of height for the final bit. I think we're sort of far enough in now that I want to traverse over to this side. Now it's just a question of getting the timing right. And there we go. Yeah, so I definitely want a platform high up to avoid that. I don't know if you kind of caught that, but the basically is a whole raft of cherries that pretty much rise up from the floor. They go really, really high up. So yeah, you need to be pretty high up there at the end to avoid all that. But it's not so bad. As you can see, I think I did that sort of I think it was maybe like third go or something. So yeah, it's still not too bad. But we're still not out of this area yet, despite that avoidance section. So we're going to have to go over here. We're going to have to use this platform to get the one on the left-hand side low. Then we're going to have to time this nicely. Oh, we got it to... And I'm too That is too high, he thinks, and now I'm absolutely stuffed. Okay, so that was not good. I put the platform too low, so that I actually couldn't reach the one on the left-hand side. That was not good. I also somewhat, well, I was going to say screwed up, but that seemed to be almost like the perfect strategy or something. Okay, let's try that. A little bit lower this time. Yep, cool. And I actually was able to get up fine. Good as well. Just about. And I think I didn't do so well with the eye block there in terms of it firing, but oh well, seemed to work out quite nicely. Right. One last little section for this area, I think, which is kind of fun, if not a little bit tedious at times if you mess up. Basically, after a certain point in time, we're now going to get these cherry waves down from the ceiling. And we also got a set of spikes coming from up from the floor as well. Although they never get to the point. Wow, are you joking? They never get to the point unless you like ride a platform ridiculously low down where the spikes are going to catch up with you. But yeah, basically, I'll say after a certain point, yeah, the spikes appear. We need to just continual riding of these platforms. That was horrible. That was an absolutely horrible pattern. And this is where the tedium sets in if you start messing up again and again and again on this. After a certain point in time, we'll be able to, there'll be a ledge up to the right, over to the right that we can get to, and that will get us out of this section. But yeah, it's a fairly slow burner kind of thing. You obviously need to make sure you don't let one platform get too low or too high, so that it's then out of range. After a certain point in time, you might see there. You can see the ledge we're trying to get to. So it's not a huge amount of a huge distance. Let's put it that way. After a certain amount of time there in the middle, the cherry started going from being this sort of in a line and finding the gaps to actually kind of going down as they are again now in a sort of a curved pattern. I don't think I can quite make that. That's a little bit annoying. I can definitely make that though. I can't make that. Are you joking? I can make that though. And I almost got screwed over by the cherries that are going in the in that little ledge area. Oh my goodness me, that would have been horrible. And I have to do that all again. Anyway, yeah, we're finally done with the bottom path, at least with the platforming. So time for the boss, and I really like this one actually. This is a really nice boss. I really do like this one. It's not too difficult either. He's only got 8 hits, so he does 3 different sets of things that will enable you to be able to hit him. So one of them, as you saw there, was the wall jumps, which you could use to get some extra height. The other one is these platforms, which you can ride in order to get higher up as well. The other one, which he's done now, which is perfect. So a perfect demonstration of all 3. Lovely. Is the fans. I can't believe that didn't hit me. I'm not quite sure how that didn't hit me. He has so he does this kind of sword wave attack down from the bottom. He also dive bombs at you and tries to oh no! I was doing so well there. I thought it was going to be a first goer as well. Yeah, he needs to get away from him when he does that. The fire there will be kind of annoying. I really do not like the. By the way, yeah, that attack, the sword sort of blue swords kind of small spread shot one. When he does the fans, that makes it really awkward. Really awkward. He does this yellow sort of one as well. They're for the most part pretty easy to dodge. Again, the fan is going to be the one that's likely to screw you over. The other thing that also might screw you over, which you really shouldn't when you know what you're doing, is those swords from the ceiling. So every time you hit him, there's a sword wave pattern from the ceiling. So yeah, don't hang about at the top of the screen either with the fans, with the platforms, on the wall jump. Yeah, get out of the way. Get back down to the bottom when he starts doing when you've hit him basically, because he will always do that. He will always do the sword. Yeah, the swords from the top of the screen, but they're not so bad to dodge. And this is no problem again when you've got no fans in the way or anything like that. So yeah. Oh boy, I hate that combination. Blech. I feel like if I'm in the middle, then I can just sort of walk to one side and avoid it. So again here, this wouldn't perhaps be so bad now if the fans were there, but still, it's not one I want to see. Nice shot there, by the way. That was absolutely appalling on my behalf. But yeah, no. Again, surprise, surprise, it's the fans that cause the most problem. I would much rather have the platforming, the platforms that rise up or the wall jump. The fans just make this make me nervous, make it awkward. I mean, again, look, this if I die to this with the fans not in play, then I'm absolutely gutted. There's no danger really with that move whatsoever. I mean, one thing perhaps to do, again, you could do, which perhaps I should be doing given the fun I'm having with the fans, is not trying to do anything, staying in the middle when the fans are there. Just wait for the platforms or the wall jumps. If it's a fan, then I'll, you know, then it's a bit of a problem for me. Then I should, curb my enthusiasm, stay away, wait for you to do another of your helpful ones, and then we'll leave it at that. Yeah, stay away, sort of in the middle again when you do the fans. But either way, it's a pretty fun boss and a pretty simple one. This could end up taking. So yeah, I'm gonna stay in the middle, well away from everything here. I'm not trusting that. You've only got 3 hits left. Hopefully, I can get it done this go. Yeah, not gonna trust the fans. There's just no real need to. Good. Down to 2. Okay, I'm not going to risk that one though. No. The only problem is if he sort of died. I'm now on the left-hand side of the screen, which is not really where I want him to be. Again, I will always tend to attack this one from, or go right. The wall jump again should work better for me from that side of the screen. I went into, wow, that was bad. I was so nervous there that I didn't get my hitting. Okay, that's fine. So it should give me some time to get. Oh, you did it again! Okay, got my hitting. Good. Yeah, I went into that in massive detail, and I want to be the sublime about, you know, right hand versus left hand wall jumps and the difference that makes. So yeah, I will always like to. Pretty sure I've got that right. Yeah, use the wall jump from that side. That will be the one that is the direction that is most beneficial to me. And there we go. Right, bit of a long video, but not so long, only about 50 minutes or so. But yeah, that path is long, in case that wasn't clear. Lots more areas, lots more kind of gimmicks in place. It's still pretty fun and easy, and I would say probably a pretty easy boss there at the end. Certainly less frustrating than the other one we fought with, which are a little bit immersive with the bubbles and which direction he moves in, left or right at the side of the screen. But no, that one I really like. I'd say I would tend to avoid the fans just because they make things really awkward. But even so, they're not that bad. Yeah, pleased to have that path out of the way. And just in case anyone's curious, exactly 400 deaths I'm at now. Wonderful. So yeah, I will leave it there. So it has been a long video, but I'm relieved to have that bottom path out of the way. Yeah, lots of areas, lots of gimmicks to get through, but we're done with it. So yay. So yeah, shall leave it there. And next time I shall do the final path of these 3, the one on the right-hand side. Hopefully, don't think it's anywhere near as that long. So or as long as that one we just done. So yeah, hopefully it'll go by a little bit quicker. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, hope to see you next time. But until then, cheerio.